Hi, today we will be showing you the fourth episode of my talk, that is the how to stay young, healthy and fit forever, episode 4. And this is my email ID. In case if you want to ask something or discuss something with me, you can write in my email ID. We have already discussed about the habits and then attitudes and sleep and then nutrition. These are very much important for being very healthy, like staying young, healthy and fit. But today we are going to show you the most important part of my topic, that is exercise. Now the question is, why do we need exercise? Now, then what is exercise? First thing first, actually, our body is controlled by the heart, which is the size of about one apple, which pumps the heart throughout our body. And blood is very important to maintain our health because it gives us nutrition, it gives us oxygen, which is taken from the breathing, and it also takes out the waste materials from our body and carbon dioxide to be released to the outside. So blood as such, it is most important part of our body mechanism, so that it will do the maintenance work, it will give us the nutrition, it will give the nutrition to all the organs. So if the organs are not properly given nutrition, if the organs are not given proper oxygen, then these organs are going to die. And how do we die or how do we age is by the degeneration of our organs. So our organs need to be living and to be nurtured every time of the day and night, so that we can live long in a very fit and healthy way. But have you ever imagined the heart, how fast and how far it is pumping? It pumps about, say, 70 to 80 average beats per minute. And they are pumping the blood. This is pumping the blood to the blood vessels. And if we straighten our blood vessels, all the arteries and veins, then the small arterioles, then the capillaries throughout our body, it comes to about a little less than 1 lakh kilometer. So have you ever imagined a pump pumping 1 lakh kilometer? If you want to make a pump which can pump water for 1 lakh kilometer, how powerful it will be. There also it is not pumping only once, it is pumping every 70 to 80 minimum. That is the average beats per minute, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, until we die. So heart is very important to give all this circulation. But what is exercise doing in relation to the heart? Now the action of the heart is increased and accentuated, and at the same time it is held by these muscles acting, so that these muscles pumps throughout our body. When they act, they also help in the passes of blood through the blood vessels. So it is very important. Next thing is that, what about the muscles? Our muscles keep on dying. Once we cross the age of 30 to 40 years, every decade, the muscle mass of our body decreases. Means it dies off about 10% in every decade. That means the muscular mass that we have now, after 10 years from now, it will be reduced by 10%. So that is why in old age, people become weak, and sometimes when they are very old, they take the help of walking sticks and even wheelchairs. So do you want to be sitting in a wheelchair? Want to be an old man sitting on a wheelchair when you grow old, or using a walking stick when you grow old, when you get old? Because we have to be, we'll get older. Age we cannot stop, time just keeps on, it keeps on passing. Every year it goes off just, so quickly, so fast. Yesterday it seemed that it was 2017, then 18, now 2019. It seems that it just started, but now it is almost halfway and is about to end. So time flies like anything. So if we want to stay healthy, and if we want to take care of our own body until we grow old, until we get much older, we need to take care of our body by doing exercise to keep our muscle mass, so that till the time when God tells us to come up to Him, that is a day has to be there when we have to go to God. Until then, we can stay healthy and take care of our own needs, and no need to depend on any other person. I don't mean to say that if I do exercise, what you are seeing, the exercise that I'll be showing you, I'm not going to make you in one Arnold Schwarzenegger or somebody who is very healthy and who is having a lot of muscles and like a bodybuilder. No, I'm going to make you a fit person, that's all. And to stay young and fit forever. Because the exercises that I'm going to show you are so simple exercises which you can do anywhere, wherever you go, and in your very little spare time that you can give to in a day. Say there are 24 hours in a day. If you don't at least devote some of your time in a day to do some physical work, physical exercises, then you will not be healthy, and it is in your hands. So that is why I started this. I have done it for the last so many years to keep myself fit, and I have got the fruit of my exercises. And I want this to be shared with everyone, so that any one of you can start right away, any day. Now also you can start, so that you can become healthy and stay healthy and fit throughout your life, and not depending upon somebody or your brothers, sisters, or maybe your children until you die. So what I mean to say is that I want to make you fit, I want to make you stay healthy and be able to take care of yourself. And you don't need too many things, and you don't need too much time every day. You need to devote a little time, as much as you can, and you can just start it. So now let us see what next. There are 3 A's of exercises. 3 A's. The first A is stamina building exercises. So there are so many exercises. Out of that, the stamina building exercises are the ones which are going to give you the stamina to walk, and to give you the energy, and to give you the strength while performing your duties. And this gives you the endurance power. The stamina building exercises give you the endurance power, and you will be able to walk as long as possible in your daily walk without any fatigue. This is very important. So the first thing is, like say, jogging. So jogging is not running. It is at a slow pace. You are running as a slow running sort of thing, and you can keep on enjoying your music, or sometimes talk while you're running, and it's one of the best exercises that you can do than running. Yes, and usually it is more than 8 kilometers per hour, and even faster. It depends upon the capacity that you can put into running. Now then, cycling. But cycling, you need a proper machinery, like swimming. Here also you need a swimming pool. So all these need something for you to do. Like say cycle, you need a place to cycle. You cannot cycle inside your home. You have to have a good stretch of some road or somewhere where you can cycle. And for swimming, you need to have a swimming pool. So these things you will not be able to get everywhere wherever you go. So the easiest way would have been to do either jogging or running. I think bricks walking can also be done, but bricks walking as such, it can be as a warm up and just for enjoying a walk. But to make a little strenuous, you have to either do jogging or running. And jogging or running is very easy to follow and is a wholesome exercise and can be done anywhere, anytime, that I have been doing for so many years now. So running and jogging. At the same time, you can enjoy wherever you're going, whether you're going in a picnic or maybe you're going for a weekend somewhere, or in a traveling when you're going as a tourist. You can always enjoy your running or jogging, so that you will be able to take in the atmosphere, at the same time the geographical locations which you can enjoy. At the same time, you can do your exercise, that is jogging and running, anytime, anywhere. Now, what do we have to prepare? First, a shoe. This is a man's shoe. On my right side and on my left side is a woman's shoe. So there is certain particulars of a shoe. Say you can see here a shoe having a perforated front and the sides, and a good sole which will be very nice for jogging or running. Now there is something called a drop. That is the difference between the front part, the thickness of the front part and the back part. The difference should not be more than 6 to 10 millimeter for an ideal running shoe, so that it will not cause too much strain to your joints and the arc of the foot, your heel, and also your ankle. Now another thing is that a shoe like this, in a running shoe, you don't need to wash. It's better not to wash. You can clean it with a wet cloth outside, and you should not put them in the sunshine, and you should not wash it in ordinary wash. These are just to keep them in a proper shape, and you don't need to wear it for a long time. If you are running properly, means from moderate to long distance running, it hardly lasts for 4 to 6 months, and you may have to change once more. Then how you will be feeling when you are wearing a shoe, a running shoe or a jogging shoe? When you put on, you will feel as if you're walking on grass. That means it should be very soft. At the same time, it will be giving you proper support to your joints, the arc of the foot, and to your heel, and all the small joints of your feet, so that you'll get a proper protection from the hard ground if you're running, or it will avoid the slipping from during running and from injury. Now, how should your shoe actually fit? Do you know how it will be fitting? Now, here is a picture just to show you that you have to put one finger behind your heel, in between the shoe and your heel, and one finger will be lodging there easily. This is the ideal fitting of a shoe. This applies to almost all the shoes, and if you are really using a new shoe today, and this should be kept in mind, and it should not be very tightly bound on your leg, on your foot, so that it will not cause too much of a stress, a tightness and a pain on your joints, and it won't injure your joints. So this is very important. Now another one is, in the preparation, you have to use a proper socks, and these socks are usually cotton mat socks with the rib on the length. You can find the ribs, and this will be easy for a grip, and it won't slip easily. Next is the attire that you have to wear. If you are running below 20 degrees Celsius, and usually in the winter months or in an extreme climate or wherever, usually in a cold environment, you have to run with the full sleeves, just like here in a female jogger, and this is a male jogger. And they are from, I have shown you from Decathlon. There's a good brand, and there you'll get this sort of attires, not in very expensive price. These are quite reasonable pricing, and they last for a long time, and they are very comfortable. And these clothes usually breathe, so they are very good for running. And you can see the running attire here for a women, and this for a man. So these are the preparations you need to do before running, because you should be properly attired before running. Because I made a lot of mistakes earlier running with a just normal Converse shoe. At the same time, I didn't know how long I'll be using that. I thought that it was not torn, so it was okay. I kept on wearing that, but later on it was not giving the proper support that it needed to give, and I had injuries. So ideally it should not be worn when it is frayed, and you find some changes in the feel when you're running. And usually it lasts from 4 to 6 months if you're running it regularly. Now, treadmill. These are, if you like to run in a treadmill, that's got advantages. You can have a treadmill like this. This is a Domino's Run Pro. It's made in France and sold by Decathlon. It's just an example that I'm showing you. Like if you want to run in a treadmill, and if you can afford it, there are certain criteria for buying a treadmill. So the minimum requirement are like this. The width should be minimum 22 inches, and the breadth. Okay, then it should be minimum 66 inches in the length. And the power should be about minimum 2.5 horsepower, and the loading capacity should be minimum 120 kilos. So this is ideal specification. Though I don't know much about the treadmill earlier, I did a good research work before buying my own treadmill. This is my own treadmill, and you see, these are some criteria which you need to know before buying a treadmill, and usually these are electric motors, and it is more than 2.5 horsepower capacity. Now, the treadmill advantages are that you can do it any time of the year, any time of the day, and even when there is rain outside and thunderstorm outside, you can still do that. And your shoes will last longer here. Chances of sleeping and all are very less here. At the same time, injuries will be less. Chances of injury will be less. Now, another thing is that you see, you can measure the speed of your running. At the same time, you can increase the inclination and increase the speed, so that in a short time you can do a maximum workout. Anyway, so this is about the treadmill. Next will be the strength exercises. So why I have come to the strength exercises, because our muscles need strength. What I have been talking earlier was stamina exercises. They're just to keep you moving, to give you endurance. But the strength, you need to have strength of your muscles. So muscle strength, you can use equipment like this for push-ups. So push-ups is very important here. Your back muscles, your leg muscles, then shoulders, core muscles, and wrists all act together, and it really increases your strength. And I will be showing you the push-up exercises. You can see for yourself how it can be done. It's very easy. I'll show you. Push-ups has to be done with your back straight and arms preferably perpendicular to the ground, and your neck and the back straight along with the legs. This is a simple way. You may not use this also. You can do it on the ground. Yes, but you can even change the inclination so that you can put your legs somewhere up and you can do the push-up. When you are doing push-up with your leg up, then whole of your body will be pressing on you, and it will be, having more exertion. I'll just show you something like this. So this push-up is a very simple way of doing strength exercise in your body. This is good for your spine muscles, leg muscles, back muscles, your core muscles, wrist, shoulders, everything, even neck, spine muscles. So this is a very wholesome exercise you can do every day, and you can do 3-4 push-ups, then take a little rest, and you can do once more. So, and in the beginning you can do very simple ways like this. Later on you can change to the inclinations, different inclinations. And if your inclination is, you can do it on a wall also. If the inclination is less, then the pressure will be less and the strength will applied will be less, and that you can do in the beginning like that. Okay, so we'll proceed further. Next we will be showing you squatting. So this is squatting, a plain squatting. I'll be showing the same thing also, squatting, plain squats. You don't need to sit down completely to the ground. You just sit up to half, say about 90 degrees at your knee, and again come up with your back should be straight. Back should be straight. This is very important. Your back should be straight, and the normal curvature of our lumbar spine has to be kept in its order. This is very important. Next, you can use a barbell or a dumbbell to do squatting. This will give you more, strength, more energy. This you can go from here, you can go up to here. So let us see once more how we can do it. Squatting, you have to keep your back straight. You have to keep your back straight, and the squatting come up to this 90 degree. Then you have to come up straight, come down to 90 degree, come up straight, come down to 90 degree, come up straight, come down to 90 degree, come up straight. But your back should be always straight. Now let us do with the dumbbells. You can use a dumbbell, and you can use it putting on your shoulders. You can do the same thing, and your back should be straight. Like this. Okay. Now there are certain dumbbell workouts. The dumbbells you need to hold may not be as big as what I'm holding right now, because in the beginning I could not hold a big dumbbell like this. I use a small dumbbell, 3 kgs, 5 kgs, and 6 kgs like that. I slowly increase in course of time. I have been doing it for last so many years. So a dumbbell workout, there are 11 dumbbell workouts which I will be showing you one after the other, and also I will tell you what are the muscles which work in this exercises. So this is a goblet squat. This is the first dumbbell workout I'll be showing you. Okay, so in this I'll first show you how to do it, then I will come to the muscles that are acting on that and what it gives. So first let us do the goblet squat. You can either do like this, or you can do like this. This is the goblet squats. Okay, so I'll again tell you what are the muscles acting on that. So in the goblet squat, you look in the picture here, all your muscles around the hip, around in between the thighs, then your shoulders, then back, all these are acting here. At the same time, the muscles acting around the knee. So you see, this is going to give you the flexibility and the strength around your knee joints and your hip joints and the back. And the shoulder muscles will also be used here. Now, knee is the most important joint in our body. If something goes wrong with the knee, all your strength will be gone, because it is the most important joint on which we stand, on which we walk, and without that we won't be able to walk, run, whatever, our daily activities. So knee is a very, very important joint. So this will be giving you the strength around the knee. One thing I want to tell you here as a doctor is that the joints, they are the connection between different bones. But the strength of these joints lie on the muscles. So as the age advances, and if you are lacking in exercise and you are not doing any exercise, if your muscles are dying every 10 years in a decade, 10%, if the muscle mass is being lost, then you will have problems in these joints. That is why in old age we have a lot of problems in joints. It is only when our muscle mass decreases and the strength of the muscle decreases. So you have to keep in whole the strength of these muscles. This is very important. Okay? Next will be a dumbbell clean. A dumbbell clean, you have to go to your squatting position and bring up your dumbbell, and it should be a sudden clean and jerk, and you have to stand up to this position. Then we'll be telling you the muscles which are acting on that. First I will show you how to do it. I'll show from the side first and again from the front. Sitting should be like this, and your back should always be straight. Back should be straight. This is very important. Now with this, you can either do this way or that way. But this one will be for all your biceps now. So it's quite good. So let us start it. Okay, so I'll show you again from the front. Okay, let's come to the muscles which are acting on that. Here you can see the deltoid here, the deltoid, which is the muscles giving the strength to your shoulder. Whatever thing you are lifting with your hand and acting on the shoulder, this deltoid has to act. This is very important. If you are flexing your arms, this biceps, then triceps, they act together. Then you have when you are pulling things up, pushing things up, you need this latissimus dorsi, then pectoralis major, then serratus, there's internal oblique, rectus abdominis. All these upper framework muscles and muscles around the shoulders are being used here. So all these muscles will become stronger, right? So next we'll go to the third one, that is called farmer's walk. A farmer's walk is something like this, where when you see a farmer carrying heavy weights and running and not walking very slowly. So in this, you have to use a dumbbell on both your arms, on your hands, and you have to walk briskly to and from. Okay. And these are the muscles, especially it is the muscles around the shoulders which are acting on that. The muscles around the shoulders, then also the lower, then in the abdomen, and all these are the muscles which are acting on that. You can see from here the deltoids and pectoralis major, and in the back you'll find all these trapezoids, then lower trapezoid, uppers, then you have this abdominal rectus abdominis like this, then oblique muscles. All these are acting here. So let us see. You have to stand straight, and with the weights on your side, you have to walk up and down. This is how it is. Walk up and down, walk to and fro. And it should be minimum 10 steps to and fro. That's how we will be doing. Okay? So that is the farmer's walk, and is mainly important for your shoulder muscles.